Welcome back everybody to this week's video. So we're going to be making a lidded box out of olive ash and walnut. So right now we're just marking out for a tenon. There we go. Alright, we've got a different camera angle now, and we're just going to start by turning it to round. First tool we're using is the mid-size finisher from Easy Wood Tools. Get all of them corners off. And we switch to the mid-size rougher, and we're going to make said tenon. Here's the detailer so we can hold it in the chuck. And we're going to go back to the rougher so we can give it the shape that we are looking for. Going to go for perfectly parallel lines on this box. There we go. Alright, so I've already done most of the sanding, so we're going to sand to 240 grit here from Klingspor Abrasives. Bit of methylated spirits or denatured alcohol just to clean up the grain. Some matte sanding sealer. Some Yorkshire Grit abrasive paste. You wipe this all over till you have a clean paper towel, and you have the equivalent of around about 1,000 grit. Go, just wiping it all over with a lathe going about 500 to 600 RPMs. There you go, last few wipes here. There you go. And some Hampshire Sheen Gloss finishing wax. You wipe this all over, get nice even coverage. Turn the lathe up to about 1,000 to 1,200 and buff it in. You build up that heat, being careful not to push too hard. You want to wipe off any wax that you just put on. There you go, shiny. Alright, so we're going to get to hollowing it out, but first of all we've got to flatten the top off. And we're going to give it a bit of a dome. And obviously we're using the mid-size rougher here. And now we're going to mark out for the entrance of the box. So we're just going to use the calipers here, just be careful to put the left side down only if you're going to try this. And we're going to go back to the rougher to start off with. Go right up to the mark that we made with the calipers. We're going to make a nice little shelf for the lid to sit on, and now we're going to go to the number 1 hollower. And here's the number 3 hollower, so we can get right underneath. And back to the number 1 hollower just to finish it off. And now we're going to clean up that little entrance hole. There was a few little fuzzies there, so we'll do it with the rougher rather than the sandpaper just to keep it nice and crisp. And there you go. Alright, so once again, already done most of the sanding, so we're going to sand to 240 grit here with Klingspor abrasives. There you go. Bit of compressed there. Some matte sanding sealer. Some Yorkshire Grit abrasive paste. Same as the outside. We'll wipe this all over till you have a clean paper towel and you have the equivalent of around about 1,000 grit. Getting them last few wipes in. And there you go. And some Hampshire Sheen High Gloss wax. Wipe this all over, get nice even coverage, turn the lathe up to about 1,000 to 1,200 and buff it in. Be careful not to push too hard, you want to wipe off any wax that you just put on. There you go. Alright, so now we're going to work on the turtle head part. So first of all, we're going to flatten it off. And yeah, for the eagle-eyed of you, you're probably thinking, why is he putting a tenon on there when it should be a mortise? But don't worry, I go back off camera and fix that. So yeah, don't worry about it. I sorted it. So just imagine this, but a little bit bigger. Alright, so now we're going to mark out with the calipers the final diameter of the turtle head. And we're going to take it down to its final diameter. And and give it a quick test fit. Perfect. Alright, so we've got it flipped round in the chuck in the pin jaws, and we've got the number 1 hollower, and we're going to take it down to shape. Here's the rougher, and we're just going to dome it round with the number 1 hollower. There you go. Alright, so I've already done most of the sanding, so we're going to sand to 240 grit from Klingspor Abrasives. Bit of methylated spirits or denatured alcohol just to clean the grain. Some matte sanding sealer. Some Yorkshire Grit abrasive paste, exactly the same as the box. You wipe it all over till you have a clean paper towel, and you have the equivalent of around about 1,000 grit. There you go, last few wipe. And finally some Hampshire Sheen Gloss finishing wax. Also same as the box, you wipe it all over, get nice even coverage, and you buff it in. Be careful not to push too hard, you don't want to wipe off any wax that you just put on. Absolutely amazing grain in this piece of walnut. Alright, so now we're going to get to taking the bottom of the box off using the number 1 hollower. There you go. And now we're just going to quickly skim through the rest of the finishing process, which was pretty much the same as before. Sand to 240, clean up with denatured alcohol, sanding sealer, bit of Yorkshire Grit, and some Hampshire Sheen finishing wax.
Loved you from the first time you called me late. Loved you for your wits and your wicked games. Yeah. Always on my mind, always in my brain. Yeah. With you the summer came and went in a day, and I've been craving you since the first time that I sat by your side.
I often get asked to show how I take off the bottom of the bowls or the boxes, so here it is. So with that being said, here are some pictures. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Please don't forget, hit that thumbs up, click the subscribe button, share your friends, share your family, share your enemies if you like. And if you want to see any more of my videos, click them links on the right hand side. And until next week, I'll see you then. Bye bye for now.